Hello and welcome to another Verbling class. Tonight's class is about conversation. That's it, conversation. We'll just practice having a conversation in pretty well any topic that students choose. It can be current events, technology, you name it. Hi, Soso.
Hello.
What time is it now? It's 6 here, so it's 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, my family's from the UK. How was your week?
That's cool. I went to the British Museum, by the way.
What did you think?
It was nice, but I didn't have a lot of time, so I didn't go to all the galleries.
No, it does. It does take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Did you see any of the dinosaurs in the British Natural Museum?
And is it the same, the one, the British Museum, or a
I,
different one?
it could be. I think it's. I remember knowing it as the Natural Museum, but it's right in the same area, I think.
No. I only went to the
Huge.
British Museum. I saw the Egyptian galleries,
Uh-huh.
and what else?
The Egyptian gallery must have been nice.
Yeah. And something else, I don't remember.
What did you like the most?
The feeling that I got when I first entered. I mean, it's all history, history, history.
Yeah, and you got a sense that there is a lot to see, right?
Yeah. And there are a lot of things that I don't know.
Yeah, me too. I kind of want to see it again. Carolina just joined us. Hello, Carolina.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, thanks. We're talking about Soso's recent trip to a British museum.
About?
Yeah. So, have you ever been to a museum?
Yes,
What museum have you been to?
I've I've been into a museum here in Rio
Hmm.
when I was a child. It's a museum of natural history,
Okay.
and I remember that was nice because I saw the animals in I don't know the word when the animal is dead, but they fill the animal with some kind of material that uh, the animal it's like alive. Is I don't know.
Taxidermy.
Yes, taxidermy. Okay, yes.
Interesting. Well, Soso was just telling us about the British Museum. Soso, can you tell us a bit more about your trip?
Well, I went after first we went to the British Museum, then to the Buckingham Palace,
Ooh.
then to the House of Parliament, and,
Houses of
and
Parliament.
also to the London Eye. That's all.
Well, you got to tell us more. Just don't tell us you went there. Describe it for us.
Well, I've been planning for this trip for about, let's say, since I first been to the UK.
Uh-huh.
So I looked for the metro stops. If you want to go to this place, where to go. I found the whole schedule on one of the websites, and it makes it very easy to me.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, especially because you can do anything by your own. I didn't take like the tourism buses. It was much fun to figure out the places, how to go to this place, etc.
Yeah, I don't really think you need to go to on the tourism buses. I
Yeah.
think so. Buckingham Palace. I've never been there. What was it like?
It was nice. Unfortunately, I wanted to see the guards change,
Hmm.
but I came in very late, sorry. So maybe
Too
next
bad.
time. But I like the whole palace, and there is like a statue
Yeah.
All gold. I read the name, but I don't remember.
Oh.
In front of the gate,
Mm-hmm.
such a lot of gold.
Yeah, I've never been to Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, the whole feeling when I first entered London, it's like, it's like a whole new place.
You can tell the city's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of history.
Carolina, have you ever been to London?
No, I haven't.
Would you like to go to London?
I would like to. Um, I am planning to travel abroad next year, but first I intend to travel to the United States and then for Europe.
Tell us about this trip. What is it that you want to do when you go to the US and Europe? What do you want to see?
Um, uh, there are so many years that I am promising my friend who lives in New York to visit her. So I think next year I could do it. So I intend to stay at her home, and I am counting on her to guide me there. And I want to know theaters, the Central Park, and other places. I am I am I just want to walk in the city and shopping.
It sounds like a
Sees the
lot of
city.
fun.
Sees the city. Okay.
So yeah, a lot of shopping in the US. I do want to go to see Europe again. It's quite an interesting place. There's a lot of history, a lot to see. It is expensive though. It's the one thing about Europe. It's a lot more expensive than, let's say, going to Asia.
Mm.
Amir, we're talking about travels and stuff. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing okay, sir.
Sounds good. Yeah. How was your weekend?
Very nice, relaxing. Got to enjoy.
Sounds good.
Um,
Yeah.
I travel a little bit.
Yeah.
Went
Tell
up
us
to the
about your
lake.
traveling.
Yeah, so it was nice. So what about you? What did you do on the weekend?
Actually, I went to the beach and I had a nice time. How about you?
Well, I just told you I went to the beach, so that was really nice. I enjoyed that, and I got to
Sounds
relax a
good.
little bit. Beautiful weather,
Yeah.
22 degrees, and not a cloud in the sky.
Uh-huh. Great.
So that was nice.
Sounds good.
Angelis, hello, Angelis. Hello, Pankaj.
Yeah, hi teacher, how are you? I'm fine.
Good. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from India,
India. What part of India?
New Delhi.
New Delhi.
Yeah,
Wow, it must be pretty dark there right now.
yeah. Yes, sir.
Nighttime.
3:39 a.m.
Why are you up? Why aren't you in bed?
Sir, I need to take class, so that's why I'm waking up.
Well, welcome to my class. We're just talking about all sorts of things. This class is about conversation. So whatever you guys would like to talk about, we can talk about. It's to get you guys speaking, right? Practice English. If you don't have a microphone, Angelas, it's not a very useful class to you other than you get to hear people. So-So's been talking about her travels in London. Carolina's also been talking about her travels. We can talk about travel or whatever you guys like.
Yeah, exactly. I love traveling so much. How about you?
I need to travel. I haven't gone on a real good vacation in a long time.
Okay, so what's your next destination for traveling this time?
Oh, well, I wouldn't mind going back to London, but also maybe France and Germany as well. Start out by renting a nice car, fly into Munich, and then drive around some of the smaller towns and enjoy the food and maybe, I don't know,
Hmm.
have a few beers as well. You know, just don't try to do too many things. Maybe visit Paris as well.
Yeah, this is my dream actually. I want to visit Paris and especially the Eiffel Tower and especially the airports and something like that. Actually, I like uh, to visit the airport. What's the famous airport in Paris?
What's what in Paris?
The famous airport, international airport in Paris.
It can't be that famous. I don't know about it. Is it Charles de Gaulle?
Yeah, Charles de Gaulle, yes, exactly. That's
Okay.
exactly.
Why is it famous?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's Charles de Gaulle. Yeah, yes, exactly. I heard
Uh,
about it since I was in high school, and I dreamed to visit it someday.
okay. All right. Well, good. Hopefully you get to go on that trip. Who else here would like to go to Paris?
Me.
Why me?
It's always been my dream to go to Paris. It's very romantic. Maybe I'll go with my husband. It will be our second honeymoon.
Nice. What is it about Paris that's romantic?
I mean, everything.
What do you mean everything? You the roads?
Yeah. You know, in the movies when they show Paris in the night,
Yeah.
it's very romantic.
Okay. Well, help me understand it a bit more because I've told that New York can
And
be romantic.
I mean, it's not about the roads. It's about the feeling that the city gives you.
Okay. As certain as the French would say, je ne sais quoi.
Meaning,
I don't know what. Je ne sais quoi. It's a certain something, but it also can translate to I don't know what. Je ne sais, I do not know what is the literal translation, but what it really means is a certain something. Okay. What about the food?
I've never tried French food, so I don't know.
Really, the French are
No,
really known for their food.
no. Like what?
Just all of it. The French are known as when you think of countries and you think of France, you think of they know their wine. They're known for their wines, their various types of wines, and they're known for their fine food. The French, it's not about huge portions, it's about different plates of food, how they plate the food, how the food tastes. When you think of America, you think of hamburgers, you think of large portions, all you can eat.
I
When you
like
think of,
their macarons, you know?
no, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Somebody was making some noise. You like
Oh,
their
okay.
what?
I like their macarons, you know?
Macaroons?
Uh, it's like a sweet.
I know a macaroon's a sweet. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to, though.
Um,
What about crepes?
About
Crepes.
crepes? I don't know.
They're very,
Ah,
very thin
okay,
pancakes.
I like crepes. Okay, I like so much.
J'aime beaucoup le crêpe Suzette. I
Yeah.
like the crêpe Suzette.
Mhm.
A little bit of lemon, a little bit of sugar.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. I haven't had dinner yet.
Either.
What about the rest of you? Guys, French food. Who likes it?
Oh, yeah, actually, I like French food so much because it's very delicious.
Now,
Yeah,
what country are you from? Is it Egypt?
actually, I live in Egypt, yeah.
Yeah, do you have many French restaurants in Egypt?
Actually, we don't have a lot of French restaurants, a little bit of restaurants here serving French, but we have a famous uh, McDonald's or something like that.
No. Okay. So we're talking about French food, fine French food, crepes Suzettes, Napoleons, and someone brought up McDonald's. Who likes McDonald's? Who thinks McDonald's is fine food?
Mm, no, I don't like it anymore.
No, when you were young, right?
Yes, yes. When I was younger, I eat fast food a lot, but now it's very rare.
Yeah, me neither. So, do you like McDonald's?
No, no, I don't.
Why not?
Because I don't know. Maybe when I was young, my parents didn't let us eat fast food. So
Your parents were wise not letting you eat fast food.
and that's grow old with me. I don't eat fast food.
Yeah, I loved McDonald's when I was a kid, and my parents wouldn't let me have it. But now I just can't stand it. However, I do like hamburgers, but let me describe this hamburger, and you guys tell me if it sounds delicious or not. Nice, lean, organic beef. Freshly ground, aged 2-year-old cheddar. Aged pickles, which is cucumbers, in a nice herb sauce with fresh garden tomatoes and some onions. And for those of you who know England a little bit of HP sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh toasted buns, freshly baked. That's my ideal hamburger.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit typical English dish.
Yeah. Well, so does that sound like a tasty hamburger?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
better.
try.
Yeah, a little bit of organic beef certainly helps. Okay, a few students have joined us. Alicio probably wonders what we're doing.
Hi, Simon. I'm very fine. It's my pleasure to participate in your class again.
Thank you. Tonight's class is all about conversation. And what are we talking about, Pankaj? I'm trying to say your name properly. Pankaj. Pankaj,
Yes, sir.
what are we talking about today? So far, what are we talking about?
We're talking about related food, every country's food.
We're talking about food, yeah. We're also talking a little bit about travel.
Mm.
What's your favorite kind of food?
I like, sir, Indian food and KFC.
Okay, we need to talk a little bit, Pankaj. Okay, Indian food.
Yeah.
Now, you guys make that stuff pretty spicy, but I love it. As long as it's not spicy. I know that kind of limits me a little bit,
Yeah.
but I've always enjoyed curry and lots of other things that are Indian related. So I enjoy Indian food, but KFC?
Yeah. It's my favorite.
Is that your guilty pleasure?
Sorry.
Guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure. I'm not getting so.
Hello, Bankaj. Actually, I like none so much. Do you have none now?
Hold on a sec. Let me go over an idiom here. It's guilty pleasure. Can anybody tell me what guilty pleasure means?
Guilty pleasure?
I can give an example.
Okay, give me an example, So-So.
Don't laugh, guys. Korean pop is my guilty pleasure.
Okay. So we had a little laugh there. Does anybody know what guilty pleasure means?
To eat is so much.
Close. A guilty pleasure is, well, for example, imagine ice cream. Okay? You like ice cream. Most people do. Well, you just ate 2 liters of ice cream because it was so good. But you feel guilty because of it. I shouldn't have eaten all that ice cream. Or you're on a diet and you had an ice cream cone. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. You feel guilty. It's something that tastes good or feels good, but you feel guilty because you shouldn't have done it. Killing somebody is not a guilty pleasure. That's a crime. That's something bad. When we talk about guilty pleasures, they're about simple little things that are inconsequential, that don't harm people. Okay? Having a coffee could be a guilty pleasure. A dessert, a beer, a glass of wine. Excellent. I love that one. Guys, I see a lot of students are typing in the group chat. In this class conversation, I think that's a perfectly good use of group chat. I encourage everybody, if you want to chat in the chat room, go ahead. I'm keeping an eye on what's going there. I can't always type and talk. But if I see something like Hernad is now in Canada.
Yeah. I'm in Canada.
How's it going, eh?
It's cool. It's a little cold, but it's great. I like this place. It's
What do you mean
beautiful.
cold? Where are you?
I am in Ontario, in Waterloo. I am a student.
Did you say Guelph?
Waterloo.
Oh,
No, not
Waterloo.
Waterloo. Yeah, Waterloo.
Waterloo.
Waterloo. Yeah, in Waterloo. It's close to Kitchener, to Toronto. Maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, about 1.5 hours away.
Yeah.
All right, so I got to show you guys something because I know somebody else who's from Canada. Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm right here, and you are right here. Kitchener,
Okay.
Waterloo area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's close to Niagara's Falls.
Yeah. Now, you said it was cold today. It is not cold today. It was 22 degrees.
Well, but it's wrong because because the weather is cold today. No, it's not hot.
Well, no, it's not hot, but, sir, you came to Canada and you were expecting it to be hot?
No, in fact, I wanna see the snow. I am very excited for that because the people say me that there are a lot of snow. Sorry, my English is not very well. It's my
It's
first class.
fine. Helicio,
Yes.
when you're Canada, do you think of warm tropical beaches?
In Canada?
Yeah, do you think of warm
Uh,
tropical beaches?
I don't think so.
No, I don't either.
Freezing.
So-so,
Frozen.
what do you
Frozen.
think of when you think of Canada?
Sorry.
So what do you think of when you think of Canada?
The question is for me, or sorry, I
No,
don't understand.
the other so-so.
Okay, it's okay. So,
Yes.
Tell me, what do you think of when you think of Canada?
First thing come to my mind is Celine Dion, Avril Lavigne,
Okay.
and very, very cold weather. And
Very-
you know the Niagara Falls? Yes, the Niagara Falls.
Okay. Well, hey, it's Canada. It's cold. It gets very cold. In fact, this past winter, it got pretty cold. I want to show you guys a picture. Here we go. Take a look at that.
yeah.
So, Bernard, if you look at this, that is ice, not snow.
Ice.
Everything white there is ice.
Ice. Okay.
It was a daytime high of -10 every day. That was the high. Okay. Here's what it looked like at night. Well, actually, before I show you the night picture, I want to show you how thick the ice was. Look at that. Everything was covered in ice. All right, so let me show you a night picture. So imagine that ice on everything and take a look at this picture.
Wow.
I think that's a wonderful part of Canada is multilingual languages that you can speak English and at the same time you can speak French. You can meet people who speak French.
Parlez-vous le français, le chinois, l'espagnol? Yeah, so many different languages, but we're thinking of winter. So, you know, welcome to Canada, eh? And yeah, you're going to have a winter. There's no way, if you blink, you're not going to miss it. It's 6 months long.
Actually, I like cold weather.
You do. Come to Canada.
Yeah, exactly. I had been to UK several times in business there, and I really enjoyed the weather there because it's very cold.
12 degrees this weekend.
Yeah. Ah, 20 degrees. Oh my God.
Yeah, but so I'm in Canada, so wouldn't that be a good reason to study in Canada?
But I'll freeze before getting my degree.
Yes, you will. But we do have heat here. We have lots of energy.
Is it that cold that you cannot, let's say, stand in the street for 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
No. Even if it's -25, you just wear the right coat and gloves and you're fine. It's like anything. If you showed up in Brazil in the summer in Rio and you were wearing a long coat, you would die. It'd be too hot. Well, here in winter, you need to dress warmly. Felicio, are you bragging?
Sorry, Simon?
43 degrees. Are you bragging that it's warm there?
It's a normal temperature in Brazil.
Wow.
Yes, it is. In the north.
No. Southwest.
Well, I know you do get snow in Brazil.
No, I never saw snow.
Oh,
Only
you do.
I saw snow only in my fridge.
Okay.
But there is snow in Brazil. I saw snow in the south of Brazil. In
Yes.
Santa Catarina, I saw snow. Not
Yes.
not too much snow as Canada, but good snow too.
Well, I checked this out when I did a geography class, and there have been times where Brazil, you've gotten 2 or 3 feet of snow at once in the south.
Too often?
Actually, yeah. It was my first time to see snow last year. We saw snow, a little bit of snow in Egypt, and this is my first time to see it in Egypt, actually.
Was it exciting?
Yes, it's very exciting
Do you know why it was exciting?
because it was first time.
Yeah, first time. In Canada, we have 6 months of snow, so we don't
Wow.
care for it as much.
Oh,
6
and the
months.
sun.
Yeah, 6 months.
Do you
So,
Oh,
see the
yeah.
sun
So a
here
lot.
in the winter?
yeah, so snow, we can see snow in October. It has snowed in October many times. It usually doesn't stick, it will melt. It snows in November. Come
Mhm.
December, the snow that falls doesn't melt.
Oh my
It
God.
stays.
The weather is always cloudy. Cloud.
No, not at all. No, we have what you consider a continental climate. Very cold in the winter, very hot in the summer. So last year we saw temperatures as low as minus 25. This summer we saw temperatures as warm as 30. Other years we've seen temperatures as high as 45 C and only as cold as minus 10. So it does get very hot, but when it gets hot here, it usually gets very humid. So Carolina, would you like to visit Canada?
I would like to visit Canada. Maybe live in Canada for a while. Because I've never lived in a country that snows so much, and I'm curious about it. And I don't like winter so much, but I know that in Canada there is a is is structure to face the winter, so I think it could be easier there.
Well, Carolina, I don't want you to make the same mistake that Hernaud did and come to Ontario. Go to Vancouver. Sorry,
Well,
Hernaud.
Sorry.
You picked the wrong province.
pick the wrong?
Yeah. In Vancouver,
Yes.
you only have snow for maybe 2 or 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and it usually melts. So it's you don't have snow on the ground all the time. It's kind of like England
Oh.
and British Columbia. And spring arrives in February.
And the temperature?
Not as hot in the summer, but much warmer in the winter.
Could be.
Because it has an ocean climate, right? So it doesn't get very, very hot, but doesn't get very cold either. Amir says it's expensive. Who believes him?
So expensive. Oh.
Now, why is Vancouver expensive? Well, what do you guys consider expensive?
I think it's very expensive because you can't find a flat with a low price or something like that, and everything is expensive there.
Yeah, a flat costs about 500,000.
500,000, yeah, 500,000 per month.
No, this is not UAE here. No, it's $500,000 for a one-bedroom condo.
Mhm.
A house will cost 1.4 million for a small house in Vancouver. Very expensive.
Yes, very expensive.
but quite nice. I like Vancouver. But here's the secret, guys. Victoria Island is where to go because it doesn't rain. It's got a lot of blue sky. Very, very nice. I want to talk more about Indian food. Pankaj, tell me more about what Indian food you like best. And let's not talk about KFC.
Spicy food again. Uh,
Yeah, hello.
Yes?
Yes, we have a lot of Indian foods in India. Um,
That makes sense. Indians would have a lot of Indian food, right? But tell us more about it. What kinds do you like? Do you guys like, do you eat samosas? Do you eat a lot of rice? Curry?
you
What
know,
kind of
yeah,
foods?
I like chole and rice, uh, chapati,
Mm-hmm.
and samosas as well, and
so,
curry. Yeah.
hmm, what's typical dish in India, Pankaj?
Uh, can you repeat, sir? I'm not getting.
What's
My
your
network is
typical,
so poor, sir, today.
yeah, what's the typical dish in India?
Tradition, you are saying.
Sorry?
What you said?
Do you like naan?
Oh, I love naan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
naan, yes, sir.
very delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I like
yeah, I
naan.
like it so much. Yeah. See, do you have naan now?
Why this time not?
Yeah, we are hungry, so we need you want maybe.
But I can go to outside and buy some
Mhm.
naan and will give for you.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. So maybe you should invite us to eat some naan and some cheese.
Yes, sir.
Mmm, cheese.
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah,
lot of Indian foods, dal makhani, matar paneer, something like that. The puri, puri sabji. Um,
Is it spicy as well?
yeah, all these are spicy.
Yeah, my gosh, bore you. Actually, I like spicy food, but I sometimes I can't stand it.
fire, fire.
Yeah, my gosh, very hot. Yeah.
We
Uh,
were just having a conversation about bread. Now, I love naan bread, but I also like making my own bread. Who likes bread?
yeah,
Yes, sir.
actually,
Me.
Yes.
me too. Yeah, I like bread. Yeah, especially Mexican bread. Yeah, they have different kind of bread. Maybe Andres can tell us about the Mexican bread. Yeah,
Yeah. So you eat out all the time?
not actually.
Yes.
Wow.
I
You live in,
order takeaway.
yeah, that's expensive in England. You could
Yeah.
actually afford a whole education for the price you spend on food.
Yeah, I've noticed that. It's very expensive.
So make it. It's not hard to make food.
But
They
it
have
takes a
these
lot
things
of
called
time.
grocery stores.
Yeah, I know.
Even if you start off with simple things such as, well, some tomatoes. Get some tomatoes, some cucumbers, some green peppers, some feta cheese, and some olives, pitted. Chop up the vegetables and kind of diced up into chunks. Sprinkle some feta cheese on them. Chop up some olives. So you've got the basis of a salad there, a kind of a Greek salad. And then maybe some chicken, very simple. Get some chicken breasts. Cook them for about 35, 40 minutes. And then slice them up into little pieces. You can take that chicken and then sprinkle it on top of the salad. And now you've just made a delicious, healthy dinner.
I have to try it one day.
Yeah, it doesn't take more than about 5 minutes of prep time. You know, about 5 minutes to cut it up maybe, and maybe a few more minutes to put the chicken in the oven. But,
It seems that you are a good cook, Simon.
Yeah, or you want to go Mexican or Indian style, get some naan bread, chop up the vegetables, same things, your like green or bell peppers, cucumbers, some tomatoes. You got to get the tomatoes for the juice, a little bit of cheese. Okay.
Can it be like the canned tomatoes, or does it have to be fresh? Fresh, okay.
Fresh. I feel like Gordon Ramsay here. Yes, fresh, by all means fresh. And you can wrap that up in naan bread, and you've got a tasty, tasty wrap. These things, I went to school, so I know. You can make good food cheap and still eat healthy.
Are you baking naan at home, or do you buy it?
I buy naan bread, but I bake I bake whole wheat bread, or 60% whole wheat, and every few days we'll bake a new loaf, fresh. You can smell it in the house.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Crust is crispy.
It sounds interesting. I'm going to eat a horse now.
Thank God I had my life.
We British have an expression. I'm going to go eat the back end out of a dead horse. I'm so hungry. So nobody eats a horse in England. Nobody eats the back end of the horse. It's the least appetizing part, and definitely not a dead horse. Right? So it's just a way of saying how hungry you are. So you guys are generally a healthy bunch. Carolina, what do you like to eat?
I like to eat pasta in general and sweets. I love sweets.
Chocolate?
Brigadeiro, do you know?
I do not.
Let me see. I'll send you it's a Brazilian sweet. It's made of chocolate. Let me here.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Brigadeiro. Oh, that looks tasty.
yes, it's made by chocolate and condensed milk and butter.
Oh, it sounds like something we have in English, which is very similar to that.
Looks delicious, actually. Can you send us some chocolates?
Reminds me of truffles.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's more sweet.
it's a pancake, kind of pancake.
Pancakes.
It's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah, very good use of guilty pleasure.
Yeah. Is it a homemade or did you buy it?
I think it's more sweet than truffles, but when I cook it, I eat it all.
Nice. Well, other guilty pleasures. Do you guys like a nice glass of wine or a nice glass of beer or some other alcoholic beverage? Amir, do you drink at all?
Actually, I've never drank it before because we are Muslim. We can't drink any kind of wine or beer or something like that.
You might be healthier for it, sir.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Carolina, do you have the odd beer or glass of wine?
I I rarely drink alcohol, but when I drink, I usually to drink wine.
Hmm.
But I used to do it at home because when I drink wine, I get sleepy.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff because it can make you sleepy. It can make you tired, and yeah.
Yes, just one cup,
Hmm.
it's enough.
Yes, I understand. What about you, Helicio? Do you ever enjoy an alcoholic beverage, a guilty pleasure?
Mm, good question. Is my is my is the first of my list of the best things to do in my life. I love Jack Daniels. I
Okay, so
love
you like whiskey.
yes.
I used
Jack
to.
Jack Daniels wines. I have a collection of wines in my house and beer, all kinds of beer.
You know, Helicio, I used to enjoy savoring whiskey when I was younger. I can't really anymore. Any hard liquor, it hurts my system. But anything 12 years of age of older, just it's very, very smooth. You just
Uh,
feel it, right?
yes.
I never like
I
to drink
love.
too much. It's always about the flavor and just relaxing and enjoying.
Yes, yes. Cigars and whiskey.
Definitely guilty pleasures. Not good for you, right? But guilty pleasures. What about you, So? You ever partake in the odd alcoholic beverage?
No, I'm like Amir. I've never tasted one or any alcoholic beverage.
Okay. Well, excellent. Well, we've talked a little bit about guilty pleasures and travel. Now let's see what's going on in chat. Kunafa, what's kunafa?
Actually, it's kind of sweet. It's famous in Egypt, kunafa, and yeah. It's also send the link here. You can see it now. It's a
Okay,
delicious. Yeah, it's a very
I'm going to have
delicious.
to end class. I'm going to go have some kunafa now.
Yes, exactly. So it's sweet, and you will get your kunafa now. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
very
I'm.
famous in Arab.
Bye.
Yeah,
See you guys later.
yeah.
You know, there's got to be some Arabic food around here. I know that there's certainly
Yes.
some Libyan food. Like we have this place. Oh, it's really good. A lot of a lot of garlic. But
Oh my gosh,
mm,
it's not yummy.
oh, it's just yeah, I can't help it. But no, I haven't had a lot of Middle Eastern food. I have a lot of Asian food, and obviously Western food, but not a lot of Middle Eastern food. I've tried some, and I've liked what I've tried. I just can't eat a lot of spicy food.
Well, it's not that spicy. You can
Oh
find
no,
some different.
can't be spicy at all. I have a restricted diet. What does it mean if somebody says they have a restrictive diet?
Mm, I have a restricted diet now because I'm treating
Hmm.
is
Sweets?
gastritis. So now I can't eat spicy food, for example, because it hurts
Yeah.
my stomach.
Yeah, that's why I don't have the spicy stuff because it hurts. I have the odd beer as a treat, but I don't drink very often. I might have no beers in a month, or I might have four. I just really enjoy the taste of it, and I've actually tried non-alcoholic beer, and I just love the taste of beer. It's not sweet, unlike pop. I find pop to be very sweet. To me, beer is like liquid bread. If you think about it, it's made with the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
stuff: yeast, barley, wheat. So And if you take out the alcohol, some of them still taste very nice. And in this summer, I actually drank a lot of non-alcoholic beers. So, quite interesting. Mm. Oh, I'm so hungry now. Okay, I'm looking at the clock thinking in 10 minutes I get to eat. Sorry, guys, I'm hungry. Oh, I got a question for you guys. I bought something today, and I want you guys to tell me what this is. I don't know the word in English. What is this? If you've had a smartphone or a stereo, you know what these are. Let me just make sure it doesn't display the name. What is this?
So, it's an extra battery, his charger.
Sure, okay, it's a charger, but no, it's not a charger.
It's a big USB.
You're trying to give me the... Sorry, So-So?
HIM.
You wanna show something in your TV?
Yeah, but we have a generic name for what this is. What would we call this? If we don't want to say it's an HDMI to USB, it's a generic name for something like this.
Cable?
Connected cable.
Okay, it's a cable, yes, it's a connector, but there's another word we use. So if I go to the Apple store, I say, hey, I need to connect my Apple iPhone to a computer. And they'll say, oh, you need to buy an, or buy...
Data cable.
Kind of USB connector.
Yes, adapter.
Adapter, yeah.
Adapter.
Adapter, yeah.
So an adapter is a term used to describe anything that connects one thing to another. So I might have, example, HDMI here and Thunderbolt here. So to connect my computer to my monitor, this is what I need. I need an adapter. So that's the term we would use for that cable or connector. Right. Well, that's it for new vocabulary. What do you guys think? Do you like a conversation class?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, we like it. Yeah. When are we going to do a conversation class?
Sorry, when are we going to what?
When are we going to do a conversation class again?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
At the same time?
At the same time?
No, it's actually, you're going to like this, so it's 1 hour earlier.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Guys, I do what I can. Do you want me to do one on Friday as well?
Yeah. Okay, Friday is fine. Okay. No problem.
Okay, so let me change it because let's see, conversation. I like it too. Conversation, there we go. Save. Now, I don't have any next week. I'm taking next week off. But yeah, so 3 conversation classes this week. How this class started is So-So came to class telling me about a museum she went to. So we kind of start off with small talk and just see where the conversation goes. If Amir comes to class and thinks, oh, I really, really want to talk about airplanes, hey, we'll talk about airplanes. If Carolina says, oh, I want to talk about really, really tiny, tiny, micro, small frozen desserts, we'll talk about those.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, just think of different things you guys want to talk about in class. I want to focus more on conversation. I like how you guys are also having side conversations in chat. I think that's great. And as you saw, I picked up some of those and brought it into our conversation. Gives you guys a chance to practice your writing. Although, try this. When you're writing in English in the chat, try to use complete sentences and proper grammar. Okay? It'll help you improve a bit more. So, I'm trying to wonder what I'm going to have for dinner in a few minutes. I know that I have what I have for dessert.
Oh. What?
Peach cobbler.
Oh.
Peach cobbler. It's a tasty dessert with peaches and a pastry.
Let me cobbler.
Yeah. See, can I find a
Ah,
website?
it's like a pie.
Kind of like a pie, yeah. Only it's done in a casserole dish. So I'll give you, this is a bad example of peach cobbler, but it gives you an idea. Yeah, Amir, if you come to Canada, buddy, we'll go out for dinner.
Mm.
In fact, if any of you ever come to Canada, let me know and we'll go have dinner
Thanks a
sometime
lot.
or lunch.
Oh.
Thanks a lot. Are you gonna treat me?
Well, we'll both go together.
Okay, thanks a lot. It's
Because I don't
good.
know where you're going to be, so you'll be somewhere. We'll go, we'll have dinner. Who knows what we'll try.
Thanks a lot.
There's some examples of peach cobbler.
That seems very good.
It's very healthy. It's got fruit in it.
You can do it with other fruits too, like
Yeah.
apple.
Yep.
Oh. I
What is
like
the
this kind of
ingredients?
dessert.
Yeah, I know it's good. You have some flour, baking flour. You have milk, eggs. I mean, pretty well anything you bake is going to have milk and eggs in it, right? A little bit of salt, peaches, some added sugar, but we don't put much sugar in at all. I like to have very little sugar in my desserts.
That's
So,
sweet.
yes, very sweet. Well, no, it's not very sweet, no. I like desserts that aren't too sweet. I find they taste better.
Mm.
Nah,
Oh.
not overly
I'm
sweet.
looking at the photos of it.
Well, using their ingredients, yes, but what we do is we only put a fraction of the sugar in.
It's like an apple pie.
Yeah, it's very similar to an apple pie. Yeah, it is. Only there's no crust on the outside, right? The difference between a cobbler and a pie is it's done in a dish instead of a pan.
Mm.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to actually sign off here because I want to go have some dinner, some tasty peach cobbler. We'll continue tomorrow with conversation. Again, class starts 1 hour earlier, 10 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. In Egypt, probably about the same. In Brazil, well, I get confused because we switch hours all the time when we switch time. Sometimes you're ahead of me, sometimes I'm ahead of you.
Here it's 8 o'clock p.m. now.
Yeah, it's 7 here now.
It's 1 a.m. So one before now, it will be 12 o'clock. Anyway, I'm glad to meet you all guys today, and I wish you a happy night. Thanks a lot, Simon.
You're
See you
very
guys.
welcome, guys. Have yourself a great night. Good morning, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for another great conversation class.
See you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Okay.